Welcome back.
P is stored in the balls.
I'm Arthur Sinclair, and today we're going to be talking about Christopher Nolan's Interstellar.
Now, Interstellar is a film that is about Matthew McConaughey embarking on a Lincoln commercial adventure where Elon Musk straps his car to a rocket and shoots him into space.
That's right, and the great Dust Bowl of the Midwest has gotten way more dustier.
His daughter gets trapped in a bookcase and he has to travel to the center of a black hole to get to her and save her.
It's like Shakespeare kidnapped her and took her to some Shakespearean realm where there's waterfalls of telemilk.
Matt Damon is found inside of a cave.
It is the prequel to The Martian.
And there's water that they walk on like they're Jesus. Actually, Arthur, The Martian is the prequel to Interstellar. You see, Matt Damon dies in Interstellar, so he can't. Yeah, see, that's the thing. After The Martian, it's like 10 years or so later, Matt Damon ends up having to go search for some new planet to live on, because Mars didn't work out apparently. All he had to grow there was poop potatoes. Nobody wants to live on a planet where you have to eat poop potatoes that are grown in red fucking sand.
Nah, the space Irish didn't fare so well up there.
My favorite character from Interstellar was the Lego robot that could roll around even though it was made of rectangles. That was cool.
My favorite part of the film was when they fly the magical Tesla SpaceX Lincoln Town car into the mystical Foldy bubble next to Jupiter.
It had 5 engines, all separated into 6 different modules, which were then connected by a ring, which was made of the sphincter of a blue whale. It's amazing how biology can assist us in space travel. I think it's amazing, but I can't trust any of it because P is still in the balls. The movie, interestingly enough, it brought out a lot of transition you don't really see in films that often. It starts off in a simple cornfield where Matthew McConaughey is driving his Lincoln through a cornfield, and then he's on another planet in another galaxy. Now, I want to know how much this new Lincoln costs, because it can't be a hybrid if it's going that fast and that far. You serious? What do you think?
The only thing I'm thinking about is all of a sudden towards the end they're next to this gargantuan watermelon-sized black hole that is surrounded by a frothy excretion disc of molten Cheerios.
It was a ring. I think it's married. I think it might be the wife of Sagittarius.
Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Who's that?
He's Jimmy's cousin. He lives on Brook
Let's get
Road.
back to the point.
All right, that's fine. Anyway, turns out Matthew McConaughey, when he goes into the black hole, he somehow figures out how to make it so that kids can stand and play baseball on the ceiling of a tube that orbits the planet of Saturn. I don't really know how that works, but somehow he managed to get his daughter out of that bookcase from hell.
And all of a sudden he finds himself floating in a giant toilet bowl of cubes that are representing different parts of his time. And he starts banging on the walls. And it made me think, when something falls off the wall in my house, is someone on the other side humping it or something?
The movie also calls into question how ethical it is to have humans in space stations, as when they go on to the water planet that orbits the black hole so closely, the time dilation factor lets them age so slowly on that planet, where when they've only spent 2 hours, up in space it was 18 years.
And in that particular scene, Rosie O'Donnell jumps from hyperspace and lands in the water, causing a massive wave to come approaching on their landing site.
I think it was symbolic to those lost in Thailand. Never forget. Tsunamis happen every day. I highly recommend Interstellar because it's what got me to buy a Lincoln. And I haven't been cruising so smoothly in outer space since. When I had a Ford, it took me 2.5 years to get to Europa from here. And now I can get there in about enough time that if I have to take a dump, I can hold it. It's not that long anymore.
I left Interstellar feeling quite mystified that Matt Damon could pop up at any point in my life and uncover himself from some technological machine. He would look at me naked and try to make me eat poop potatoes.
Every single night I dream about a naked Matt Damon waking up in some cryo sleep chamber and then He cries in my arms, and I want that moment in my life. So
Matt Damon.
cry in my arms, Matt. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Say good night to me, Matt.
Good night.
No, Matt Damon.
Oh,
Say good night to me, Matt. Say good night.
please don't feed me poop potatoes, Matt.